Good one. What's going on, people? All 8 of you. What's going on?
All 8 of you.
I done took a head count like first grade.
I know that's okay.
Look at your class and make sure that you and Mr. X and
Miss West class.
Shot class. We make bird cages.
And we don't call y'all the great 8.
We make bird cages and plant stands.
But we make them disappear.
Okay, that's what we do. That's gonna be your exam for the year. Bird cage or plant stand, but you gotta make the wood bend.
The sun. That's good. That's perfect. That's perfect.
With the different shells will be in circles. You cut it one time. We don't cut it multiple times in here. You pay attention to get the measurements.
You know, on this
Huh?
Thank you, Frank.
That was my class. Shopping. I made all kinds of stuff. I bring my mom something new every week. Look at this. Wow, what's that? Gingerbread house. Wow, what's that? Bird feeder. Buy all kind of wood stuff. Baby. I took pride in mine too. I had a plant stand, but I didn't want to turn it in because I ain't shellacked it. When I shellacked it, I was like, okay, now it's ready. This is an A right here, baby. Shellac plant stand. Can't put the plants on it because
spell
it's
shellac.
S-H-I-L-A. Black. Shellac. Black it.
That ain't right.
All right, we want to welcome everybody out to Grown Man Conversations. We do this every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. right here. Sports One. Salute to the boy Peter Thomas, and salute to you. Every one of you, the ones that's watching right now as we stream live on Grown Man Comedy. I'm glad you subscribed, or you wouldn't be looking to your friends about what we're doing over here. My name is Tone X.
And I'm Y Square.
And we host this thing every Tuesday night where we encourage conversation. We encourage you to join in what we're doing. And the reason why we do it is because there's a lost art of communication.
Yeah.
Ain't too many people talking anymore. They say they want to communicate, but it's not really a lot of that going on in the traditional sense. Conversation now, communicating now is texting.
Right.
Emojis. So I'm 51. You
Right.
And so we don't talk like that. We actually talk. And in our community, there's this thing about letting certain things slide until they build up, letting it go, sweeping it under the rug. We try to put Band-Aids on broken legs and nothing gets fixed. So we came up with Grown Man Conversations. We give you a chance to come out, politic, be around some good people, good energy, laugh, drink, eat, and talk it up on these amazing topics that we come up with. Well, how do we always start it off, Y Square?
Let them know. We introduce everybody in the room so that way we can really become a family and we don't have to walk up to you and say, hey, fella in the tan shirt.
Yeah.
You got a comment.
We don't want to call you out like that. And we hope that you're people who look in the mirror and like what you see, because that'll help us out tonight. Because if you look in the mirror and you like what you see, that means when you look around the room, you're encouraged by what you see as well. All right? So, we getting ready to get it started. Gonna get these names out the way, and then we're gonna dive right into it. Head first, like good sex.
Go ahead.
Okay, you heard that? You like that? Head first, like good sex.
That was a bar.
What's your name, sir?
T-A-B.
Y'all say what's up to Tab, please.
For those who cannot spell.
He spelled it. Tab. Y'all say what's up to Team French Vanilla, please.
Team French Vanilla.
What's your name, sir?
Brother Jay, what you say?
Y'all say what's up to Brother Jay.
Brother Jay, what you
Brother
say?
Jay.
What you say?
And what's up, family? What's
This
your
is your
name?
life for a couple here.
Mr. Bly.
Mr. Bly.
Mr. Bly.
What up, Mr. Bly? Put on your red shoes. That's right there.
That's right, baby. You better know it.
We got people visiting all the way from Philly. You don't even know it, do you?
Philly
In the room.
In the building.
Right. What's your name, Frank?
Brian.
Look at Brian Armstrong.
From Cali.
From Cali, Atlanta, not Philly.
You said Philly.
But I told you Cali over there. You told me you sure it ain't
Talk
said Philly.
Talk the vibe.
What's your
Brian
name,
from
brother?
Cali.
My name is Milton.
Milton.
In Milton from
From
Cali.
going back to
Las
Cali.
Vegas.
From Vegas. What stays in Vegas, huh? We're going to Vegas, stay in Vegas. To the screenshot.
Not
That's right.
And that's everything up right there. Come on.
And then down here at the end of the bar, the whole
Right.
way.
He was here last week.
Yes, he
He
was.
back. He back. That was 3 minutes.
he wouldn't.
Back.
Jesse.
Y'all say what's up to Jiggy.
Jesse in the
He
building.
ordering something. You can go and tell me your name when you're waiting on him to come. Rocker. Y'all say what's up to Rocker.
Rocker and Jesse.
Hey. Okay, we got the wait staff tonight.
Yeah, beautiful.
Okay, it's condensed. Y'all say what's up to Riri. Y'all say what's up to Sheena.
Hey, Sheena.
Y'all say what's up to Hulk.
Oh.
I don't know what
Anyway.
Oh, that's Jamie?
Yeah, he's busting out that shirt. Put his hands on it. Hulk. Oh, you could say Jamie. But he answered both of them. Mom, you gotta tell me again.
I know. Hi, I'm Daisy.
That's what it is. Say it again.
Daisy.
Daisy. Not Deja. She was here last week, but she couldn't get the orders right. This is Daisy. Jamie told her, you don't need you to come back this week. This is Daisy. All right? Glad you're here. Glad you're here.
He going in the middle of the show.
Okay. We're getting ready to get it started now. I got a good topic, Mr. Bly. I got a good topic. My homeboy called me, who had just gotten married.
Yeah.
Been married for about a month. He said, listen, my wife is a porn star. She got a battery in her back.
Not in real life. But she
Oh.
likes to do it like
She said, he was like, yo, 7 days a week she can go.
Yep.
He say, listen, you know I ain't like that. Now, you know I gets it in, but not no 7 days every day. She ain't got no limitations. Always asking about what about this. He like, you know I get it in, but not like that. So he was like, what do I do? What do I say to find a compromise so that the relationship stay fresh,
Right.
the sex is good, and he ain't looking like a lame who don't feel like doing it, so she don't take that the wrong
Right,
way.
and she don't dip out and get it from where else.
So that's it tonight. Okay, sexy is sexy does,
Yeah.
unless your battery
Don't work.
is low. Now, he said my wife 7 days a week, every night. First of all, Brother J, you got something? Because this is what I want to ask. Is that really a thing?
What?
Like 7 days a week? Like, is that?
Okay.
Yes, it is a thing.
Is that really a thing?
It's a thing.
Yes. No, it's not.
No, it's a thing.
7 days a week is a thing?
It's a thing.
Twice on Sunday.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me go ahead and put my bid in. I can't give you 7 days.
Yeah, I don't want 7 days.
I can't give you 6 days a week. I can't give you 5. But what I can give you is that 3-day rotation. You understand? Just like pitching. Just like pitching. I can be a start on Monday. I come in for relief on Wednesday, and then Friday just put me in the middle to get you to the start. You understand? I'm gonna throw some heat, get a couple strikeouts. I ain't trying to walk nobody. I ain't gonna hit nobody, put nobody on ball, no balls, put on base. But I can't, boy, 7 days a week.
Yeah, I don't want it 7 days a week.
Who
can do it? And
not who can do it, because we can tell by some of the answers they can do it. But who is keeping up 7 days a week in here?
Amen. Okay, let's talk about it.
I'm tired already.
Okay, just in time right now. We're talking about having sex 7 days a week. Find your
It's
seat.
truly a thing. You can mix it up and have your variety because, you know, sex is sex, love is love. So the times where we don't really feel like going all the way, we'll take turns with the oral. So there's still pleasure. It's still the same. Now, then you have those moments where, you know, you got to finish off. So then that adds on to your time. But yeah, 7 days is a thing.
7 days is a thing. Whenever somebody joins in the conversation, we clap it up for encouragement. So clap. And the reason why we clap here is not because you're right or because you're wrong, but the number one fear in the United States before death and before getting shot is speaking in public in front of people. So if you say something in front of us, we give you hand claps of encouragement for doing it. Mr. Bly, what you got?
So let me go back 10 years.
Oh, wow.
I'm 37, and somebody was 29.
Okay.
And me being 37 at the time, I just knew I wasn't gonna be able to last because somebody was a jackrabbit.
Okay.
But the roles, I mean, those 10 years,
Yeah.
ain't nothing changed. But the roles have reversed. She don't want it 7 days a week sometimes. But I need it each and every time.
You need
Because
7 days a week?
I'm about to be 47.
Yes.
7 days a week. I need to have it. I gotta have it. I'm gonna get it.
Clap, y'all. Clap, clap.
Well,
Somebody said earlier when I was talking about this on live, they said 7 days a week takes away from the anticipation.
right.
They said it don't give them anything to look forward to. If it's 7 days a week, you shaking your head hard, Team French Vanilla.
Vanilla, talk to us.
What you talking about? Talk to us. Oh, you don't. How are you good? Yeah, you good when you talking to that mic.
Point is like this: it never gets old if you try different things.
Hey,
And there's a lot of toys out there. You gotta go to the store.
yeah, I got.
But there's so many holes.
Clap it up, Yolanda. You gotta clap first when you come back.
But let me say this: there's only, I know y'all saying get creative, but there's only so many holes to go in.
Yeah, but there's so many different things for all of those holes.
But see, no. See, and that's where my mind draws a blank. Because I'm a pretty creative person. However, I like the real. So a bullet in my pussy's not gonna do anything. A feather in my butt is not gonna do anything. It makes me mad. You know what I mean?
But that depends on how you came up sexually. Because everybody's sexual preference is different. There's women in here right now that said, there's no way in hell I do porn. But you're having sex with your man at the house. So the only basic difference is there's no cameras and no film production crew, and you don't get a check after you finish. So it just depends on your sexual preference. I'm not big on a lot of that foreign shit, okay? That kinky shit. I was watching Pornhub one time, and the reason I got to it is because at the top of the screen, it said rimming, okay? And I didn't know what rimming was, so I had to look to see what rimming was. And when I saw it, I said, couldn't do it for the simple fact that when the female was rimming, I didn't really feel comfortable with how a grown man was holding his legs up like a female. And then he threw his head to the side and he was like, oh. But she right here, that's female tendency. To me, if he'll do that, he put on lotion like this. And a grown man don't need to put on no lotion with his damn leg up. Put both feet on the floor and go down to the floor. Don't you? I better not come in no man room and sit down. Tom, I'll be ready in a minute. I just got the shower. Boy, we ain't going to the movies. So it's some stuff that I see, it scared me. Or it don't scare me, but I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for that. And then some stuff I see, I'm like, oh, yeah, that right there is something. Like the groceries. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, Yolanda, the grocery trip. But Yolanda really don't like the groceries.
My groceries played with.
She don't really like the groceries,
My
Mr. Black.
out.
Yolanda's self-checkout.
I will.
Uh-oh. And that's what happened the last time I tried to get the groceries. She threw a drink on it. So that brought back bad memories right there. So what is it about 7 days? And Melissa, you just came in. We're talking about my nephew. He just got married. Been married less than a month. Say his wife is a porn star. Got a battery in her back. 7 days a week she wanted. Heavy. And he like, look, I'm with it, but not like that. You know, it's a little too much for me. He want to know how do they communicate to form a compromise. so the relationship can stay intact, the marriage can flow. And she ain't looking at him like a lame or somebody that just don't feel like it or whatever. So that's what you walked in on. These young ladies down here, Melissa, are the 7-day-a-week crew.
Yeah.
Okay? And this one right here said twice on Sundays.
Right.
On the Sabbath.
That's
Which the real Sabbath is Saturday, not Sunday, but that's another story. But listen.
Don't do that.
Listen. 7 days a week. So I got to ask you and you two.
And Mary.
7 days a week for you? Is that a thing?
And he's married. He's married. Well, you signed up for the job, I guess, when you get married. So you got to produce. You got to be there. And whatever need that your husband will require of you, then there it is. But on the same token, he has to understand it's compromise. So if it's not all like ready, then you might have to work a little hard to get it ready in order to do 7 days. But
Yeah,
I mean, I think it's compromise.
All right.
Basically, you clap, y'all. Clap. Because basically you said that's what you signed up for. Tab. Basically you said that's what you signed up for. And so you like 7 days, he just got to get in where he fit in. But then you said the form of compromise. Suppose he just can't do 7 days, Melissa. Suppose he can do 4. He can't do 7, he can do 4. Look at the look on your face. Discouraging. Because he can't get an extra 3 in. We all know that women sexually peak later than men. We know that. That's science. That's why women's in their 40s and 50s still be getting it in. Cats like us, we get to 40. Boy, we doing tricks. Told my 20-year-old, let me tell you this trick to help you out. Them young boys go to the bathroom and masturbate. All right? Talking about they getting ready. You ain't getting ready. You messing up. A grown man that's 51, when we masturbate, that's because we getting that first one out the way. Meaning we coming in on number 2. You know number 2 longer than number 1. You can make a better first impression off number 2 than you can number 1, and don't even let you go in there twice. So you coming in the room on number 3. You're damn near killer. Now that's a tidbit right there. Somebody needed to hear that. I can see it in your face. Somebody needed to hear that.
They don't agree. I'm hearing somebody saying it's wrong.
Because it's called elongating the process.
Yeah, he's talking science.
Well, that depends on your body.
Yeah.
Everybody's body ain't the same. You ain't in my nutsacks. So you can't tell me what worked for me. And I ain't in your vagina. So I don't know what worked for you. But I'm telling you right now, them young boys that use masturbation as manipulation, you messing yourself up because the first ejaculation is going to come quicker than the rest of the ejaculations. It's going to come quicker. So if you're trying to stretch it out, it's a good tool, but that might not work for everybody. Because everybody don't like masturbation.
Right.
I just saw something in the news today that said every person at work should take a break from work to go masturbate. That would help you concentrate at work. Everybody ain't for that. Everybody ain't for that. Tell them why you said that, Captain.
I'm a personal trainer.
Uh-oh.
All right.
I can tell how you was busting out that damn shirt. Go ahead.
So I don't need no break. I don't need to take no break. I'm ready to go when it's time.
Because see, you a personal trainer, so your core,
And
like a wrecking ball. Look at your shoulders.
And I'm strong. I'm a strong 55-year-old.
5'5"?
Oh.
Boy, clap for that. Good.
55 is still good.
Don't crack on me either, huh?
No.
Can he do it
Good.
7 days a week?
Could you do it 7 days a week?
Yeah, definitely.
You say that?
Yeah.
He embarrassed me with his answer. He embarrassed me with his answer. He got 4 years on me. And I'm around here talking about, hold on, Yolanda, where's the law and order?
That's okay, baby. I don't want it 7 days a week.
Thank you, boo. Give me a high five. Damn it, he was made for this trouble.
Especially if you got
These sexual machine heathens that's in there.
right. And the reason why I'm saying is because if you got a nice size, you see what I'm saying, then I can't give that every time.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Oh, you got
What did you say, Melissa?
Need a little cooperation
If you
time.
got nice size, you can't do it. You got to give your woman a break.
That's what I'm saying,
Give
yeah.
her a day in between.
But we
need
talking
rest.
about one
Right.
whole is 7 days.
Yeah, again, this is.
Yeah,
The woman wanted 7
Yeah,
days a
we're talking
week.
about the female. Yeah, I did
What's
put
on
myself to that. I walked
That was that was the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wants it.
Yolanda, do you really need a break from sex? Because no size penis
Yes, you
can
did.
really wear that out
So look,
when
yeah.
babies come out of there. Right? Can you really wear that out?
Yes, you can. So let me tell you.
Uh-oh, the trainer said you can.
And then every little
And then I
woman.
got you, okay. What you say, man?
Do some serious pounding. Let's swell up. They need a break. They need a break. I
Right.
don't know how long. Everybody's body.
And I'm gonna tell you something. And I know you're telling the truth, because I have seen it swell up.
Yeah.
And I walked around the room with my chest out.
And see, that don't make a woman clap and applaud, y'all.
You made your ass clap that
I'm sitting
night.
there with an ice.
Made your ass clap that night.
Between my legs.
Telling me I got, so I bring me some ice. I said, for what? Would you pull up?
And
I
swallow.
put this on it like you got a black eye. Boy, I was walking around like this, black.
No. I don't want that.
I was on the phone. I was like, Justice,
And you gotta
your
get
daddy
back.
down here putting black eyes on your mama, boy.
Right.
Your daddy down here putting black eyes on your mama, boy. She walking slow. So that ain't no compliment. That
No,
ain't.
that's not a compliment.
Hold on. Okay, you shaking your head like, yeah, that is a compliment. You swell it up.
Is that a compliment?
That means you did your job.
No.
It mean I did my job.
See, to me, when
Once.
it comes to sex, when it comes to making love and having sex and all that, that's not supposed to hurt. You're gonna want that to be passionate. You want to stay wet the whole time, and you want to enjoy it. So I, as a grown woman, don't want to be banged in and banged on for 7 days to where my stuff is swelling up. Like, you ain't accomplished shit, because I probably didn't come and climax. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what's not going on. I don't want no jackrabbits at all.
That's my move.
And you about to start. No, none of that.
Boy, look, Yolanda, you ain't got to worry about that for me because I'm tired now. That was just a damn demonstration. How do you think it's going to go down for real? I ain't no trainer.
Right.
Shit.
I know that's
I want some water now. Come here, that shit. Yolanda.
You give me a good hot 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? The 4th could be a good evening pussy.
Yolanda, wait a minute now. What you're not going to do is downsize our sexual escapades. 2, 3 minutes?
No, 2 or 3 days. Not minutes. 2 or 3 days. Meaning, I do it 2 or 3 days. We're not doing it for 2 or 3 days. 2 to 3 days a week. You see what I'm saying? And then if there's any extra, then you know, so it could be some oral. Which is going to be oral every time we do it. But then if we do it, don't do it, then you know, it could be some oral.
Basically, we got people who can do it 7 days a week and us.
Right.
That's what this conversation is going down to. The categories, those that can do 7 days and us. Because we struggling,
Yeah, we
according
not-
to this conversation.
We not the 7 day.
I don't even have a star on my forehead.
Finesse? Yes, you do, baby.
Let me clarify. The size has absolutely nothing to do with the endurance or the amount of days or time that you can do whatever. Has absolutely nothing to do with it. Because there's things that you can do in between to heal and restore and replenish. No, it is. It is. Become one with your baths and your Epsom salt and other few little things. I mean, to each his own. But size has absolutely nothing to do with how often you can or cannot, do whatever. It really has nothing to do.
Clap it up.
Okay. So now I want to ask you, because I could agree to disagree, because I think size does have something to do with it. Because if you are big, if a man is well endowed, and you're doing it, okay, and then you keep doing it, it can hurt. And then just like the trainer says, your pussy will swell up. I've seen it swell up before. Mine is swollen up. And when you're doing that, you don't even want a finger in it. When it's swollen, I don't want a finger in it. When it's swollen, it's hurting. So yeah, and to me, in my mind, it was the size and the longevity and how long we was doing it that made that swell up. So even if I sit in some
Get your aunt
bath, hot
Get your
water.
aunt Sheena.
No, seriously, so even if I sit in some little Epsom salt water, even if I put a little cool pack on it, I'm still, and maybe it's a mental thing, I'm gonna need a couple of days for that thing to get
You're gonna
right.
need to go, you and Vanessa gonna need to go to lunch. She's gonna have to tell you the top 5 ways to bring it down. Okay? That's what's up with that. And you're for that.
Put nothing in my cootie to
Well,
bring
you
it
don't
down.
have to, Yolanda,
Let it go
Yolanda,
naturally.
Yolanda.
Let some water, some warm water, warm grass.
First of all, the elasticity.
I don't want to put
And the
nothing
female
on.
vagina, you can't do nothing with that. Let me tell you something.
I know it gets big for baby.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna go with Vanessa on this. When she said, and even the trainer said, constant pounding, you can make it swell up. Okay, that's where I'm gonna stop it. Okay, so it swells up. The elasticity in the female vagina. It says in Johnson & Johnson, Human Encyclopedia on Sex from A to Z, there is no known size penis that can hurt the female vagina when the woman is fully
All right.
relaxed.
Okay, well, of
All right?
course.
Well, here go my point. Here go my point. Here go my point. You talking about 8, 9, 10 inches? Go to Pornhub and type in fisting. And when you see a man take his fist and go all the way up in the girl to his forearm and then come out, you'll understand, unless you got that in your pants, you can't. Y'all are some of the world's best actors.
I get that.
If we hit the lick,
Yes.
then it goes
Yes.
with the response.
Yes.
All we want is a good response.
Yeah.
When I read that encyclopedia from A to Z, I realized that I ain't really doing what I thought I was doing. Size matter, but not to the vagina because the back walls are numb. So if you got 10 inches and you doing like this, that's cute, but you're not stimulating her.
Right.
The first 1.5 to 1.25 inches under the labia minora, which is the lips. That's why a man peel them back
Get up
when
on
you
the
get
lips.
ready to do cunnilingus. Because that's where all the nerve endings are. And those nerve endings send the signal to the back of the vaginal walls that builds secretion. That's where you get the moist, the wet.
Yes.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
But all them men are talking about, yeah, I'm killing it. No. Man with 4 inches could come right up in there and do more as far as reactionary than what you doing with that baseball bat. Okay?
Right.
But then we still hear women saying size matters, right?
It does matter. I want to feel it while I'm sitting there, but don't kill it.
Do you want to
I
feel
want
it?
to feel it, but don't kill it.
Ladies, is the size matter more about feeling it or the optics?
Feel it.
Feeling it or the optics?
Feel it. No.
4 inches, you want to feel it? But here he come with a turkey leg. That thing just look good falling out there. The boxer briefs, it just look good. What you got, Mr. Bly?
I'm just gonna say it like this. When sex is uncomfortable and a man can tell you that it's uncomfortable, it's because of all the friction. It's not like you're doing something. It's the more friction you have, like when you rubbing on something, you know, as much as you do,
It's gonna get hot.
it's gonna get hot, it's gonna swell up. That heat is gonna make the vagina swell up. And by all means, trust me, a man's dick is gonna get raw if he's hitting it wrong and and the friction is there.
It's gonna hurt him too.
That's that old dry pink. That's that old dry
That's that
pink.
dry water.
Got the tumbleweeds in your bedroom.
When you are,
Regardless if you are stimulated and you wet, the more you are pounding, the drier it's gonna get. You can't. There's no amount of water or wetness can stop friction. There's none, because when you see out here like they digging up the sidewalks and they have this saw up the sidewalk, what are they putting on there? They're putting water because of the friction. They have to continue to keep that because the more friction you have, the more heat you're gonna be. Yeah, the drier it gets, the more heat you're gonna stimulate.
So after a time,
Y'all better clap for Inspector
Clap it up.
Dr. Ruth, the male version.
How do you avoid friction?
That's a
That was
great
the
question. How do you avoid friction? Oh, we in class. We in a sex class. Full-fledged.
I think everything.
How do you avoid friction? I think
Microphone,
Melissa
baby.
got it. Hold on.
We want to hear him.
I think a woman stands stimulated and giving birth. It's all mental. It is. It's mental. So if she's into you mentally, she's gonna stay wet alone. She's gonna stay stimulated alone.
But the longer you go, the more friction you're gonna have. The longer you go, the more friction you're gonna have, regardless if she gets wet. There's gonna be
I'm
friction.
talking about the length of time that she stays wet. That's when the mental side
Even
comes
if she is wet, you can be there all day long. And she can stay wet all day long. You're still gonna have friction. You're still gonna have heat. You're gonna have to
Change
stop.
it up a little bit.
You're still gonna have that heat and friction
Be
because
creative a
it's
little
gonna
bit.
continue to get
The
hot.
lesser part is staying stimulated.
Right, switching it up and doing
Well,
something.
we're doing now.
All I'm saying
This
is
is good stuff here.
Again, it doesn't matter
stuff
how
here.
long she stays wet. She can stay wet from the time you start and the time you finish. There's still gonna be friction. There's still gonna be heat. It's still gonna start getting raw. You understand what I'm
saying,
saying?
but it when you get that feeling, that's just it's drying up.
No, not necessarily, no. No.
No, it's
Then sometimes it does. Sometimes it is tumbleweed, it can be dry, but then sometimes you are still moist and wet. You know what I mean? Because you women, we can agree on those times when you've done it and you was a little sore, but you got a little turned on the end. So he got up in there and it was wet, but when he did it, he was like, it was hurting, but it was wet. So it is that constant rubbing in and out, going in and out, going in and out. We'll still get it sore.
You ever seen this move? You ever seen this move in the porn movie? When he been hitting it for a minute, and she get up, and you see her do like this right here?
Yep.
Or she spit and put that on there and then go back on it? Now look, that's what she do for a living. She can't stay wet on the set no 4 and 5 hours.
Right.
They gotta lube that thing up. Sometimes you gotta lube that thing up. Huh? I.e. KY jelly. Okay?
He from Vegas, he a pimp.
Not all the time, but sometimes.
Yep.
I ain't never been that long in long time.
Yeah, we ain't.
I done seen you come through no damn faces. And your ass start off wet, and if you drive, that doesn't mean it's time to get up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That means it's time to get up. Ain't nobody got time trying to do no. I'm not a porn star. I'm not. Nah, she do know. If she lay down on her back, Callie, and them jaws start working,
Yeah, no,
her ass in trouble then.
they are energized.
Oh boy, I will scuba dive. I'll make you look at the clock.
Yeah.
It'd be like Tom Law and Order coming back on. I know.
Yeah.
That's the next one. That's the next one. I done been down here 42 minutes. That's the next episode. I done did a whole episode. Black, black. Zoom, yeah. Yeah. Zoom, yeah. She knows she in trouble on that. You can call somebody on that, boy. You get your ass in trouble on that one. You gonna be like King Kong. You gonna be trying. Boy, I'll be That's my specialty.
That is.
That's what you said.
It is definitely your specialty. Definitely. I concur and agree.
And I'm trying to get to the groceries.
Concur. Stay away from them
I'm
groceries.
trying to get to the groceries,
Stay
baby.
away from the groceries.
I don't know why she don't let me in the groceries, baby. Little produce, little fresh fruit up in there, loaf of wheat bread. I know what's in the grocery bag. I don't know why she don't let me take it out, put it up. Everything got its place. She won't let me get the groceries. She always want me to go through self-checkout. I'm like, let me crack the groceries.
Go through the front of the store, not the
I
back.
tried to get on the groceries one night, Melissa. She took off running. I said, I ain't gonna chase you through this damn house.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna chase you through the house, dog. Took off running on me. You laughing, but it's true. That's why you just laughing. You didn't want me to tell them about the fellatio tales.
No, I don't.
I want to hear about that.
No, I don't.
I want to hear about
No,
that.
do not raise your hand.
I will.
No.
You want to hear about it? You want to hear about 30?
No.
Content.
No.
But we can sit here and listen. But we can sit here and listen to you tell us about friction and getting wet and all that. But you can't listen to no fellatio tales. Okay, Black. Okay, Black. Well, that's my sister. But you said it now the tails are turned. She can't take it, but I got to get it. And that's my sister. I wasn't there like this.
Right.
I was like, what you say?
for that. Tell them a fellatio tale.
No, I keep going,
There
Melissa.
you go.
I keep going. This thing right here get up like this. I say, where you going? I had that happen one night too. Get it right across the head. Boom!
No, that did
I was
not
right across the room. I say, what? Bah!
Did not
Boy,
hit
you
me
so
at all.
crazy. You so crazy. I said, Justin, go to sleep. Go ahead, Yolanda, while I fix this microphone.
Melissa was like, what's the fellatio tales?
Ain't no fellatio tales. Yolanda just be like, Yolanda, like, you think you in a porn movie, because you don't know how to stop.
Right.
So Yolanda be looking at me, and I be like,
Like he said he could.
Yolanda, like, I'm not going to be here no 25 minutes. Doing this for you. Until she get mad. Because I be like, well, look at her. And Yolanda be like, that's so, she getting paid.
Right.
Plus, they edited. Right. She didn't sit there and do no straight 25, 30 minutes. She done took breaks. They done say cut. Let's start it back from something. Yolanda said, I'm not doing it. And this is Yolanda's favorite line. I'm not that girl.
Right.
That's her favorite line. I am not that girl. So, you know, it is what it is. But we got a nice compromise.
Yeah, we do.
We got a nice compromise. So everything is everything. Because the compromise is, so she don't look up, and I'm on social media with a screenshot. And the compromise is, so I don't look up. And some dude and took the screenshot while she in the bathroom,
Right.
and he's sitting there watching TV in the hotel room. That's what the compromise is for. Because when nature come into play, take a lion that's been in the circus for 5 years and take the chain off of his neck and open the cage and step back. He gonna be timid at first. Am I right, Mr. Black? He gonna be looking around. Because he trained, he don't know that he could go. So, and he's strong and he's the king of the jungle. Because he trained. As soon as his nose hit that door, and you look back and there ain't nobody bothering him, boom, he done took off running, and you'll never be able to get him. Because now he's doing what he's naturally supposed to do. Well, when you suppress that from a man, and we're going to read scriptures with you a couple of weeks, and we're going to talk to the pastor with you about a month and a half. But boy, that's 2 months, and you still in, you're going to open the cage, and you're going to take the chain off, and you're going to look around, and he ain't going to see you. Soon. Oh, they come back. They come back. But you can't tell them nothing then. And train them there. Now I done found out what's really going on. See, and that's when the problem come in. Because every woman in here know you ready to kill your man once you hear the C word. Cheat. Once you hear the C word, we dead. Dead, dead, dead. It ain't no reasoning on why. There is no discussion on why. You should have did this. You could have did this. It always comes back to, so you gonna go out there and get some head from somebody else? And what we do? We use that one angle we got. You gonna make me wait 75 days for some head? She did it in 5 minutes. You made me wait 75 days. If that don't work, then you're just gonna have a bunch of friction in the house. And we don't like the friction. Because the friction don't help with the comeback. The sex supposed to be like a doctor. You don't get healed in the visit. It's the comeback you're looking for. Doc, when I come back, we'll come back in 4 weeks. We'll diagnose, see what it's look. The comeback. Some people don't get the comeback. Some people have sex one time, one doctor visit, no comeback, but they in the same house. So what do you do with that energy? What do you do with it? I don't cheat. I wouldn't cheat on my wife. When the last time you had sex with her? August. Or last year? Yeah. Okay, so what you doing? Because it ain't that much Bible reading. It ain't that much. I can listen to Farrakhan 24/7. He ain't no sex with me since August. Boy, I'm about to be kicked all out the mosque. You're right over there with Sister Johnson. Sister Johnson. I know it's covered, but it's covered. It's covered. Okay? Come on, Brother Jay. Huh? Why do you think the Catholic priests have such a problem when it comes to sex and the little boys come into play? because they done took an oath. They ain't gonna have sex, period. Well, you a man, and you ain't gonna have sex? Okay, but then what I tell you about nature, when you look out the cage, you just have to be looking out the cage and little boy sitting on your lap, talking to you.
Why do they refer to the boys? I mean, it's still wrong, but even the sexuality,